Yeah. Yo. Yo. What's up? I can't read your name. Who are you? But I am live, yes. It's a true story. You know what I should put on my beats. I'd have to make a list. I'm too lazy. How's it going? Maybe in the future I'll do it. I am thinking of making a lo-fi playlist. I've been thinking of making a lo-fi playlist ever since I started doing music. It's been like 5 years. I still haven't made one. That's life. That's how you learn. That's how you live, and then you just, become a better person. Hey Fee, what's up? It has been forever. Life has been fucking crazy. I just been busy. It's not even crazy. It's just been busy. But great to see you again. I've been juggling a lot of freelance stuff. Doing summer vacation. Summer treating you well? Busy boy. Yeah, I've been doing. Sure is. That's great. Yeah, I've been doing Fiverr. Hey, Bye Panda, what's up? It has been very long. Welcome back. I've been doing Fiverr. That's my main income source. It's pretty decent money. Sapphire, what's up? And we got. I've been posting beats. They're not doing that well. I've been making at least 3 beats a week and posting them to get some sales. Not doing well. But, hopefully we'll get somewhere soon. And then I've been doing my K-pop stuff. And I've been also taking K-pop lessons. Or composing lessons, not K-pop lessons particularly, but from a guy who has worked on a lot of songs with 17. So I've been getting lessons from him. What's Fiverr? Fiverr is a freelancing website where people ask me to make songs and shit, and I do it for them for pretty cheap. It's not super. I wouldn't say it's like super cheap. Although I do not get paid a lot. Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters? I have not seen it. I wanted to watch it with Kayla, but Kayla does not seem interested in the Demon Slayer scene. Demon Hunter scene. She's more into Demon Slayers, unfortunately. You should. It's amazing. I do want to. I am fucking flies everywhere. But yeah, I am. It is on my list. I did hear the music though, because I try to catch up on the hot stuff. I think my favorite one was the epic one, like the boy band one. Beat Blackpink on the boards. The new Blackpink song, I don't really like it. My husband watched it for me, and now he sings this song throughout his day. I forgot the title of it. Was it Your Idol or something? I think that was the title. I like that. That one's my favorite one out of the whole bunch. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy to see that it's doing well. When I first saw the trailer from Saja Boys, that's so cringe. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, this is so fucking cringe. There's no way this is gonna be successful. It's like weird, like even the title is like K-pop Demon Hunters, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way this is gonna be popular. Apparently it was. I thought it was more of a TV series, than a one-time movie. Do you think they're gonna come out with a sequel? It blew up globally, yeah, and I'm happy about it because you know it's K-pop. I do want K-pop to be getting more and more popular as time goes on, which I feel like it is surprisingly the case, because I felt like after BTS, everything would kind of die down, but I guess not. That was my guess. I was like, you know, BTS had its time. Wait, the chat wasn't even fully on screen. So, how do I wait that? Oh, that's not. Wait, why is it not? Freaking. I don't know how to. Screen. There we go. I think. Whatever. That's weird. I don't like. It's all like fainting. Blend mode. Darken. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Anyway. Did you get a new place or just new decorations? I was hoping for a series. They said there's potential second installment. You watched Zombies 4. Zombies 4, I don't know. Even if I watched Zombies 1 to 3, I've never heard of Zombies. Is it an animation? But no, this is I've had this place for a while now. I don't know when the last time you joined was by Panda, but this is my no, you probably joined before then. Then it's just I just changed the orientation of it. I got a new chair. I threw out the old one. This is expensive chair, okay? I got a new microphone. This is not a new expensive microphone. My other microphone was more expensive, but I did not have money to replace it. The music is amazing. Film series. Show the chair. It's just a simple office chair. This is a very... It's very basic, but it's very comfortable. Brand, it's a Korean brand. So it's like the most popular Korean brand for chairs. Looks cool though. Thank you. But yeah, so yeah, my old chair's outside my door because nobody wants it. It's old. It's not very comfy. Not very ergonomic, you know. You can't sit there for a long time and still be comfortable. I feel like it's been a while. I know you watched, you got discharged and you went to see Peaches. But I feel like it's been more than 7 months. Has it been 7 months? No, I came back, well, I guess, yeah, it's around that time. Because I came back to Korea, around May, I think. So. Alright, no. 7 months? Hell no, wait, no, it can't be 7 months. Because my army finished around March. And I went to see Kayla in March. So. Hey, you know Sean Solo? I do not. The Hongdae guy. Oh, yeah, I do know him, actually. He's pretty funny. He calls himself Sean Solo. That's funny. I did see a couple videos of the Hongdae guy. I do like him, but it's very repetitive, so I don't really watch him like regularly. I did think his character was funny. But yeah, so I've been making a decent amount of money. Hey Kylie, what's up? I guess it's been less time than I thought. Yeah, because I went to America in March. I came back after 3 months. So, around May, the end of May, I came back. So it probably hasn't been that long. Yeah. Time flies, but at the same time, sometimes it doesn't. If you ever watch his backstory, pretty amazing flow up. Blow up? I'm gonna guess. Glow up? Oh, glow up. Every Asian has a glow up. I'm glad you are doing well. Missed you guys. Oh, thank you. Missed you too. Well, I think the thing is, in Asian culture, there's only two types of people, I would say. Like, his was huge. There's two types of people. When you first start, when you're in an Asian or Korean, I guess, environment, you either grow up as someone who studies or doesn't study. There's only two options in my opinion. You either study or don't study. If you don't study, usually okay. Actually, never mind. Okay. So there's three groups. Okay? Three groups. There's one group that studies, okay? If you study, you're ugly. You're just straight up ugly for at least you graduate high school. There's nothing you can do. If you study, you're ugly until high school. Or not ugly, but not attractive till high school, okay? And then there's two other groups. There's the I don't study, but I don't take care of myself group. They're, it's kind of sad, but they're usually like socially awkward and they're not really going anywhere in life. And then there's the group where I don't study, but I do take care of myself and I am very superficial type group, which a lot of the times, they take care of themselves from an early age, but usually only superficially. They don't like really take care of themselves, like emotionally. They're not really mature, right? Because they're young. So usually, he was so big. Oh, I guess he was like, yeah, he lost a lot of weight. Started eating in calorie deficit and training. Hey, good for him. But yeah, so those are the three characters. And then usually the people who study, I feel like this comes from a theory that I have, that everyone, if they know how to take care of themselves, can absolutely look attractive no matter who you are. That is where my theory comes from. So a lot of the cases in Korea is you don't take care of yourself when you're younger because you're focusing so much on studying, because studying is such a big part in Korean culture or Asian culture in general, that once you're kind of out of that loop and you start taking care of yourself, it's almost surprising if you don't have a glow up, is how I see it. So even for me, I feel like I had a glow up and, not really much changed. I mean, the only thing that did change was that I like physically altered is my teeth, because I had really ugly teeth and I got braces. That's the only thing that was like physically altered. Other than that, I'm exactly the same. I was very insecure about my skin color when I was younger too, because I have darker skin color and it's not really popular in Korea, because I say it a lot that Korean stereotypes, beauty standards are. So was he. Yeah, so you get bullied a lot if you have darker skin color, which is, pretty fucked up, but that's just what it is. You just have to live with it. And then you kind of learn to like it. I grew up thinking that I needed to be whiter, which is also racist, but yeah, it's just the Koreans' beauty standard. So they were always saying you gotta be whiter to be more prettier. All skin tones are beautiful. I agree. I feel like every skin tone has their own beauty and their own style of attractiveness. But in Korea in particular, I think it's Korea and China. And maybe Japan too. Maybe all the Asian countries. It comes from there's like a theory that it comes from if you have lighter skin, it means that you didn't have to look at the sun that much, so you didn't get a lot of sunlight, which means that you were working indoors, which meant that you were wealthy enough to not have to farm, which means that you were like a very, wealthy person. So they saw that as an attractiveness. There's a theory. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's one theory, that whiteness is prettier. There's also another theory that when Hollywood movies came in, people started idolizing the Western style. But I don't think it's true, because if you look back in tradition, Korean makeup or Asian makeup in general, they like put white, almost like white paint all over their face. So I personally think that it's always been like that. It's like a cultural thing. Like white skin, I wouldn't say it's racist. At least the origin, I don't think it was racist. But nowadays, it is considered racist because it's very one-dimensional. It's not very open-minded, right? I think that's the problem. Not necessarily people finding lighter skin attractive, which is fine. If you like light skin, that's fine. But if that's the only thing you find attractive, then I feel like that can be a problem. I think it was lead paint to make them so pale. Yeah, I don't really know exactly why. There's probably a multitude of reasons. But it's definitely cultural. At least a big part. That's so weird here. Darker color is considered wealthy on a Dane. Tan is rich because you went on holiday. Well, that could be a thing. I think, but 100% culture plays a big part, and I am pretty positive on that the fact that people can change, because I was one person who did prefer whiter skin when I was in my younger ages, when I didn't have a lot of, interactions with other countries or other cultures. I did prefer whiter skin, but I think after graduating high school, I kind of got out of that Korean vibes. I started playing VR chat a lot, and connected with a lot of other countries, and I started seeing the beauty in other cultures, and I started respecting them more. That's so interesting how culture plays a huge role in what makes skin beautiful. It is very interesting. And I remember in particular, because in Korea, if you're Filipino, no offense, but you're not considered attractive in Korea. I don't think I grew up ever thinking Filipino people were attractive. And then I started playing VR chat, and I met a lot of Filipino people, guys, boys and girls, and I started seeing their side and different people, and I was like, you know what, they are like very attractive, and I can see the beauty in that, and that kind of changed my perspective a lot. I think that was one of my big turning points, where I started seeing beauty in almost every culture. Prior to that, I had a very strict or smaller beauty standard. I love that for you. Of course they are. Yeah, but you don't know it until you see it. I think that's another problem. And Korea is a very secluded, isolated country, whether you like it or not. That's just how it is. There's a lot of people criticizing Korean culture or Korean idols for being racist or saying stupid shit. It's just because we're not used to talking to other people. Do you think skin bleaching will stop being a thing in Korea? Not anytime soon. I think so. What I think is going to happen, this is just a broad prediction. I have no idea how accurate this is. But right now, our current birth rate is going down. And in a very rapid phase, and it's very dangerous. A lot of professionals say that it's currently extremely dangerous. The rate of our birth rate is. And in the next 20 years, there will be not enough workers to sustain the country, basically. I think in the next 50 years, we're doomed. I think there was a study, I don't remember exactly the numbers, but it's very close. It's within my lifetime. And the only solution to stop it is if we bring in more people from other countries. That's the only way. There's absolutely no other way, unless they find a way to make people never age. That's another solution. Unless that happens, the only way to sustain our country is to bring in other people from other countries. Or something super creative, but that's a different story. And because that's the case, we're going to be seeing a lot of different cultures coming into Korea. And maybe from that point on, it would be more, we would be more culturally open-minded. But for now, we are very secluded. Even now, we are very secluded and isolated culturally. Are the requirements difficult to able to live and work in Korea for foreigners? It depends on what country you're from. But if you're from any Western country, like America, Europe, if you're white, basically, you probably won't have a difficult time adjusting to Korean culture, especially if you have a degree. So if you have a degree and you're white, you come to Korea, I would say you can get a much better job, way easier than if you were in any other country. So if you're white and you graduated college, you have a degree in any field, it doesn't matter, and you come to Korea, you can get paid $20 to $30 an hour for being an English teacher. Open-minded. You are so open-minded. You live alone? I know if you speak English, you can get an English teaching job very, very easily. I don't have a degree. That is my downfall. I mean, even if you don't have a degree, I will say it is harder for you to survive in Korea if you don't have a degree in general, because everyone in Korea has a degree. It's not even funny. I don't remember the exact stats of let's look it up. Actually, I don't want to say something random. How percentage of college graduates, let's say, in Europe, because America's probably 50%. 42% of young Europeans have a college degree, and this was done in 2022. Take it with a grain of salt. So 40%, 50% of people have it in Europe. Let's see Korea. I can't fucking find those. That's ChatGPT, actually. 38% of Americans 25 and older have a degree. It's not bad. Okay, among young adults, about 70% have completed a college degree or higher. So yeah, so it's like above 70%. It's around 70%, I would say. So majority of people graduated college, and you're competing with them in any field. Like in any field, everyone graduated college. Even fields that are not related to education, like just, you know, manual labor, they still prefer hiring college graduates over non-graduates. And so yeah, if you don't have a degree, it's extremely difficult to make a living unless you're, you know, doing your own thing, like doing your own business, or if you're extremely talented in like coding or in a high demanding field. Other than that, you can't really get a decent paying job in Korea. That's just how it is. Unfortunate. %38 of American 25 and older have a degree. So you ever been to Hongdae? Are the guys really that bad? So desperate? No, Fee. No. Hongdae's really big. So what Hongdae is? So Hongdae is an abbreviation. There's a university called Hongik University, and Dae is abbreviated version of 대학교, which is university. So Hongdae is basically the area nearby that university, and it's an art university. So there's a lot of attractive people wearing fashionable clothing around that area, and it just became like a place where young people go hang out, drink, and shop, and a lot of things. And I wouldn't say it's that Hongdae people are desperate. I think it's just young people are desperate in general, including, you know, me. When I was, before dating Kayla, I was pretty desperate. Especially when you're not really, you just started becoming attractive, right? Like I said, you are usually not attractive until you graduate high school, and then now you're attractive. And now you're getting decent attention from a different gender. And now you're like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to like have fun with this. So there, a lot of those types of people are in Hongdae, just roaming around. And you don't really have situations where they kind of hit on you. It's not that common in Korea. I know it's more common in other countries where you pick up someone on the street, you just go up to them, you ask their phone number and stuff like that. It does happen in Korea, but it's not very common. I would say it's very rare, actually. I've never seen it happen in my entire life. I've heard stories, but I've never seen it happen, or like heard someone who's like, oh, I constantly get picked up on the street. I've never heard that kind of stuff. Here it is so expensive to go to college, so you don't want to waste time. That's also true, because college degrees are much, much cheaper in Korea. I think, so the number one college in Korea is Seoul University. So it's a university, but the number one university in Korea is Seoul University. And I think the tuition fee is like 1,000 to 2,000 a semester or something like that. It was extremely cheap. And I was like, that should be everywhere. But it's a state university or a national university, so it gets a lot of money from the country. The university I go to is a more highly priced university. It's a private university, so it's highly priced. But even so, it's not like insane. I think it's like $10,000 a year or something like that. Like, it is expensive, right? But it's not to the point where student loans is gonna ruin your life. I'm going to Nashville on Saturday. Terrified of that happening. People catcalling and such. It's the biggest city I've ever seen, so I have no idea what to expect. I've never seen anyone like catcalling and stuff like that in general. Like, the area I lived in when I was in America, Kentucky, very small state, very countryside, nothing really special. No, I don't even remember the cities, and so I don't remember anything crazy going on. Seoul, Korea, there's just no culture of catcalling. The area Kayla's in is also very countryside, very peaceful, so no catcalling over there either. Kayla does tell me some stories because she's been selling ice cream recently, and she did tell me some stories of some guys kind of just, you know, lurking around and like calling her pretty girl and stuff like that, like, hey, pretty girl, stuff like that. But other than that, I really did not hear anything crazy. So what is catcalling like? Like people saying like whistling like wee wee, hey girl. It's basically making girls uncomfortable when they're walking by. It's catcalling. I went to college to be an interior decorator. It was $10K a semester. I've already been warned of a ton of skipping and kidnapping incidents of Nashville. It's super common there. Well, I feel like if you're just in the safe areas, probably better. Do be careful though, you know. I mean, I always try to think, you know, still people live there, so it can't be that bad. I mean, there are obviously bad stuff that's happening around the world, but at the end of the day, people live there. It can't be that bad. Is how I try to see it. I know it's not that simple some places. Like, for example, LA right now, it's pretty crazy, right? There's a lot of shit going on. And I was talking with my boss, my music company boss, and we had plans to go to LA. And he was saying that I don't think we're going to go to LA this time around because of all the shits that's happening. And, you know, fair. But I don't think it's like people still live there. No one died yet. Nobody's it sucks, but I don't think it's as bad as, like, the implications are bad. I understand that. I'm not saying that the situation itself isn't bad, but I'm saying that the actual damage isn't bad, is my personal take. Maybe I'm wrong. But the implications are horrible on what's going on. Oh, also, what is your figurine? The person. This one? That's Yoko from Gurren Lagann. I don't really like her, but I just have her. Because I bought like a book and she came with it. And I just had her ever since I was in like high school. I don't remember exactly. But I just had her. So I just keep her around. It's only half a mile from the arena I'm going to, but it's still 30-minute walk. But I'm seeing ATs. Yeah, I mean, like, think about, like, if ATs is coming, how bad can it be? You know, like, ATs isn't gonna get kidnapped. So, I want to get a Miku one. I had a Miku. I had more figurines. I don't know where I put them. I don't know where they went, but they're all gone. But yeah, I heard I might be going to Denmark next year. I don't know exactly. My dad's going to Denmark next year, so I might hop along. It's a possibility. We're not sure yet, but my dad has like what do you call it? Like a mission trip. So I might be hopping along. I'll update you more on that. People still living there isn't necessarily a indicator. Jobs, family, and lack finances prevent you from leaving an area. That's true. I mean, you know, not necessarily the sense that not necessarily the sense that, oh, if they don't like it, they would leave. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that, you know, people still survive. Yeah, even like places like Africa. I mean, like, you know, it's bad. A lot of people die in Africa because of starvation and shit. But, you know, they still survive somehow. So I try to see kind of a hope in that, I guess. You know where? I do not know where. I will have to check. But it's like it's like next year, so we'll see. Would be so fun seeing you. Yeah, I have a couple of people in Denmark that I would love to see. So, we'll see. We'll see. Nothing sure though. Might scare the locals away. When I was going up, hurricanes would come through and people couldn't afford leave. They would straight up die. That is sad though. I feel it is sad to see people, you know, not being able to escape a certain situation. But my point isn't, you know, things are great, right? I'm not saying that. I'm saying I'm more focused on the smaller things, I guess. The more detailed stuff, like, or the broader thing, I guess. The way broader thing is like, at least we're still alive, and you know, not. Hey, Mushroom, what's up? And we're trying to survive. We still have, we're not brainwashed. So that's where I see hope. Hopefully, popping in for like 10 minutes on my afternoon break. In school. I heard you were talking with Kayla about giving her tips and stuff. Yeah, we were chatting. Yeah, Kayla's been thinking about moving to Korea. 안녕하세요. That's my grandpa that just joined. 안녕하세요. But yeah. We're not sure yet though. There's so many unsure things. He lives in Jeju. Jeju Island. That would be so cool though. I do see a future where we live in Korea, but also at the same time, I think there's a lot of cultural adjustments that Kayla needs to make. So if the circumstances did allow it, I would be way more comfortable moving to America. It's just mostly because of my career as a musician. As a K-pop producer in particular, I prefer staying in Korea only because of that. If it wasn't for that, and you know, if I was okay with freelancing or living, having a different career or anything, I would be totally fine with moving to America. And I was thinking of moving to America until very recently. A lot of cultural differences for sure. And I was saying, like, and she was saying, like, oh yeah, Mushroom, you know, I don't understand how she just kind of did it. And I was like, she's crazy. Like, that's not... Can't just one day wake up and just go to Japan. She has a time frame on it? No, she doesn't. We're chilling. There's no time frame right now. As long as you guys are happy and sage. That's all that matters. Yeah, well, we're figuring things out. I am crazy. You are pretty crazy. Oh, safe. I was like, what's sage? Okay. But yeah, I can see myself living in America. And people say all the time, don't live in America because of you know who. But yeah, people survive. And I'm in a very white neighborhood. And surprisingly enough, Kayla lives in a very white neighborhood, and surprisingly enough, it's there. I think she could do it a white neighborhood. It's a very white neighborhood. Like I don't think I've seen any other race or nearby. They're all white people. But surprisingly enough, they're very open to foreigners, because I think it's because that they want to have that talking point that they're not racist, so they're very nice to you. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe this. Oh, in the U.S. Yeah. I want to move to Korea. I told my husband it's on my bucket list, even if it's just for 1 year. If it's just a very short period of time, Korea can definitely be decent, especially if you're living in the city like Seoul. They're pretty open to foreigners. At least Pennsylvania and the area my girlfriend lives in, they're very opening. They're very welcoming. I've never experienced any. Actually, I did one time, but that's like, it's kind of mild. Like the only kind of I don't even want to call it racist. It was just weird was, they didn't, I showed them my Korean driver's license and it was fine everywhere else, but there's this one particular restaurant I went there with my Korean driver's license and they wouldn't accept it. And I don't think that's necessarily racist. I think they were just like, they just didn't know what to do, I guess. And it wasn't like they were like, "You're Korean, I'm not serving you." It wasn't like that. But they were just like, "Oh, I don't know what to do." So they just didn't do it. But that was like the only kind of like, that kind of sucks, experience I had because I was Asian. Everything else was totally fine. For me, the year is a trial period to see if I fall in love with, mesh with, well with it. It's a valid ID, so they should let you in. No, it was a restaurant, so they let me in. I just couldn't order alcohol. It was fine. It was just weird. It just didn't make sense. But we just like shit about it. And the next time I went, I just brought my passport, and the passport they opened with it. Here, the most racist is against Muslims. Holy shit, we're racist against everybody. Fee, don't worry. Except if you're white. I mean, we're racist towards white people too. In like a, not necessarily in like a negative way. Like we're not like talking shit about white people, but we like think white people are superior. Well, I wouldn't say we, Koreans do. I'm not one of them. But they do think that white people are superior and they treat you better. And they're racist in that way. Because I remember I just moved to a more unsafe part of my town, but my new neighborhood. This ex-military, policeman owns 5 German Shepherds. I swear he has a tank in his backyard too. Never felt so safe in a neighborhood. That is pretty funny. Hey, good for you. Now, I think any neighborhood, no, but America's different. I shouldn't say that. Never mind. Because Korea, we don't really have a lot of, like, just random crimes at night, like robberies and thieves. We don't really have that. It's not very common. But I was saying that Korea is very good for living for a short period of time in the city because transportation takes you everywhere. I'm not joking. Like anywhere you want to go on the map, you do not, at least within the boundaries of Seoul, you do not have to walk over 30 minutes to get there ever. You always can take a transportation somewhere, and then you can like, you have to get used to it a little bit because you have to like transfer between subway and bus and stuff like that. But you can get anywhere you want to without a car. And I think that's the beauty of living in Korea, in Seoul. I don't have a car, and I've never owned a car. I have a driver's license, but I've never drove a car ever, other than getting that license. And I'm still alive. I can go anywhere I want. I've never had any like experience where I'm like, I wish I had a car. The only time I do wish I had a car is when I want to buy like groceries and bring heavy stuff from places. That's the only time. But you can deliver groceries, and they come within like an hour. If you order groceries online, there's a service now. You order groceries, and they come within an hour. And if you order $40 plus, the delivery fee is even fee. The delivery fee is free. So you pay $40, get groceries. They bring it to you. There's just no use for a car, unless you like driving and you have to go a lot of places. Can you? Glad you're still doing the thing because you changed the channel name. I thought you hung it up. Oh yeah, I did. Damelo Fellow, welcome. I don't know how to. I don't remember you, unfortunately. Did you change your name? I did. I was thinking of taking down the channel because I opened a new channel. And I was actually going to, push that channel. But there was some complications and I was like, fuck it. I came back. That's really nice, actually. I feel like Japan's pretty similar, isn't it? Is it not? So if you don't look like a member of Twice, you're not it? Twice they're not white. No, I'm talking like white, racially white, not skin white, not skin tone white. You have to be racially white to be treated like a superior in Korea. Like a funny story, for example. Because when I first started dating Kayla, I was very proud of dating her, and I think Kayla's like beautiful, gorgeous. So I started putting her as like my profile pictures on my Korean social media apps as well, because I wanted to brag, like, look at my pretty girlfriend. And then I didn't think about it much after that, and then I meet up with some old friends, and they're like, "Hey, I saw your profile picture." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's my girlfriend." Hey, Sophie. Are you the same Sophie? Anyway. Anyway, so yeah, and then they were like, I was like, that's my girlfriend. And they're like, no shot, bro. And I'm like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. They're like, I thought it was like a celebrity, because there was no way on earth you can be dating a girl that's that pretty. And yeah, okay. Hey, good for my girl, good for Kayla, right? But at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, am I on a different level with her? She's on a different level, like, completely. They wouldn't believe it. They were like, there's no way you're dating this girl. She is gorgeous. She is gorgeous. I haven't tried getting groceries delivered, but there's a cheap grocery store nearby, so I don't really need to. Oh, that's fine too. I really wish we had better transportation options. Only big cities have train systems. My car is broke, so I'm having to rent a car to get to Nashville. 200 for 2 days. That is pretty expensive. Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the biggest pros of living in Seoul, Korea. I will say, though, Seoul is extremely expensive compared to other areas. I would say it's cheaper than most areas. Like, Seoul, the living cost of Seoul is very similar to Pennsylvania, from what I've been noticing. I don't think there is a big difference between living in the life costs living in Seoul and Pennsylvania. Because, the rents are high, whatever. You don't really get a big space for what you pay for. I didn't say Bixby. It's a very you get a very small area for what you pay for, but also you kind of make it up for cheaper items. No need for cars and stuff like that. You can also live, but if you live in like the countryside of Korea, which not a lot of people talk about, we don't really talk about the countryside of Korea because everyone likes Seoul. Countryside of Korea, there's not really much transportation other than buses. And, you know, buses are convenient in most areas as well. But you can't really go everywhere like you can go in Seoul. Hey, Mushroom, thank you for joining. I'll see you around. Is the transportation expensive too? No. Subway is super cheap. One subway ticket, and usually the amount, the length doesn't matter. How far you go doesn't matter. You just pay like $1.50 and you can, you know, take it to anywhere. Most subways, at least. And if you have a card, you can also transfer for free. So if you need to take like 3 subways and 2 buses to get to a certain location, you just pay once. And it's, you know, at most, the most I've ever paid for transportation is like $5. When did you get a tattoo? Oh, I got it when I was in America. It's Vienna, the Billy Joel song, because it's about chilling the fuck out. Because I do need to chill a little bit more. Because I get anxious a lot. Bad Boy Cho. Yeah, I honestly would have gotten more tattoos, but it fucking hurt so much. I am not getting another tattoo. It hurt like crazy. And Kayla was like, oh, it's not gonna hurt. It, like, I barely felt any of my tattoos. And then I was like, okay, sure. And then they fucking put the needle, and I'm like, holy fuck, I can't, what the fuck? I was like shaking the whole time. I'm never getting it again. I'm never getting it again. And, you know, it's not like they did a bad job. They did a great job, and it's there, it's thick. Once you get past it, it's easier to go back. I do feel like because now I have 1 tattoo, I do wish I had more. But it hurts way too much. I can't imagine sitting there for like hours to get like a whole like big ass tattoo. Maybe like more line work like this. Maybe. Maybe. I don't think so though. But it's just tattoos are not healthy. My AT's tattoo took 3 hours. Holy shit. I mean, yeah, you're making scars on your body. I mean, I can see the argument that, you know, it's not healthy for your skin. And it's probably not healthy for your immune system as well, because you're making yourself bleed and putting ink in there. It can't be healthy. It can't be like super unhealthy as well, because, like, you know, everyone does it. But at the same time, it can't be good for you. But it's so pretty. It is pretty pretty. I do like tattoos. I do like the idea. And I do feel cooler with a tattoo. I always try to show it off when I'm walking down the street. I'm always like, yeah, look at my tattoo. When I'm walking down the street. Because you don't really see a lot of tattoos in Korea. I feel like when I was in Pennsylvania, almost everyone I met had some kind of tattoo. Whether it was like a big one or a small one. I feel like almost everyone had. This stuff goes to your brain. Yeah, well, everything goes to your brain. Long term, it's always good to be careful. I've been looking into a lot of gut bacteria, gut health. What do you call it? Fee, what were you? The food stuff? Gut something. Whatever, I don't fucking know. But I've been looking into that because I've been watching Dr. K. And he's really big on Indian traditions. He's a psychologist who graduated from Harvard University, Harvard Med. So, you know, he's a pretty smart dude. And he emphasizes a lot of non-proven methods, non-scientific methods, and the only reason why why something isn't scientific isn't necessarily because it doesn't work. Because even if something works, so for example, if I slap myself every day for the next month and I grow like 10 centimeters higher, that still works, and it can be proven that it works, but it's not scientific because we don't know how it works. So there's no, like, you can't prove that this is what's causing the 10 centimeter height, but it works. And a lot of the times there's a lot of methods that are like that you do see results, but you don't know why, and therefore it's not scientific. And a lot of Indian traditions or old Chinese traditions, Eastern medicine in general, are kind of like that. Like meditation, for the longest time, people thought meditations was, a hoax, and it didn't really benefit you at all. But nowadays, everyone's trying to do meditation because it's been scientifically proven that it does benefit you. So I think it's very similar when it comes to other stuff. And I've been doing my own kind of small research, and I've been noticing a lot of small things I can improve on that can lead to better health in the future. But I'm mostly focused on mental health. So I've been trying to eat like a lot of probiotics for my digestion. I've been trying to eat bananas, warm food, and just trying to get my gut bacteria regulated, because apparently if your gut bacteria is bad, it can cause like the things that your gut bacteria, the negative gut bacteria produces, can go to your brain, cause dementia, and whatever Stephen Hawking had. I forgot what he had. Parkinson's? Was it Parkinson's? I think Parkinson's. And stuff like that. So yeah, gut, I think I've been focusing a lot on those kind of stuff recently. I've been meditating every day. I've been trying to, at least. And I really haven't seen any benefits yet, but yeah, I'm just getting started. So we'll see in the future if my anxiety gets better. I've been going to therapy for a long time. I quit therapy because I was on BetterHelp, and I wasn't really getting... I just felt like I wasn't going anywhere. So I stopped for a bit. I'm trying to figure out... Bananas are the best brain food. I've been looking into it. So yeah, I've been trying to do that, taking care of myself a little bit. And I think it's important, especially because of my anxiety. My anxiety is really bad, and I've been noticing that more and more, because my condition is getting better, but I've been noticing how bad it was, and it's really bad. It's like some days it's like unbearable. I don't get those kind of days often, but like some days it's really bad. So I've been trying to regulate it, and I've been going to therapy, eating better food, trying to stay healthy in every aspect of my life, just to cure my anxiety. It's all for my anxiety. I don't really care about anything. I'm not like, everything else is a side effect. Like if I, my body gets healthier, great. If I'm like happier, great. If I'm more calm, great. That's all great. But my main goal is just getting rid of my anxiety and my bipolar, because I'm bipolar. Did I tell you guys? No, everyone knows. Yeah, I was diagnosed bipolar. And I'm surprised I didn't know I was bipolar this long. because it was pretty obvious. But I always thought that I had depression, and then I cured my depression. That's what I thought. I was always like, yeah, I'm happy. Therefore, I cannot be depressed. And then I get depressed. So bad for mental health, and at the end leads to dementia. That I cannot do. Caffeine is my... Actually, I did shrink a lot of caffeine. I take only... I used to take like 5 shots a day. Really bad. I only take 2 shots. And after like 1 p.m., I only take decaf. So I've been also controlling that as well. Because I used to be constantly drinking coffee because it's good. And then like energy drinks as well. I've been drinking coffee, energy drinks nonstop. I'm totally not drinking a Monster at 1:26 a.m. Monster's not even that good. Like, are you drinking original Monster? Kylie, if you're drinking original Monster, come on, Kylie. You can do better than that. If you're drinking, like, the only Monster I like to drink is the mango flavor one and the lemonade one. Aussie lemonade and mango... I forgot what. Damn, you caught me. Just straight up Monster? Hell no. That's because it's addictive. It is very addictive. Caffeine is a addiction causing addictive. What do you call it? Addictive chemical or whatever. But yeah, I have a lesson, music lesson today, and I've been taking lessons from a guy who works with 17 a lot. He has a lot of releases with 17. So that's insightful. I gave up caffeine 4 years ago. Best decision ever. Best decision though? Less anxiety? Really? I don't believe it. Only legal drug? I don't believe it. I mean, I hear a lot about people saying like, oh, caffeine, like I drink less caffeine and now I have less anxiety. But like, I feel like those are people who used to drink like fucking 5 cups of coffee every day and they like just shrink it and they don't drink it. Well, yeah, obviously you're going to feel better because you're not drinking that much. But if I'm only drinking like 1 or 2 cups a day, I still tired. Don't get me wrong. I'm still tired. Oh yeah, and people say like you should stop drinking coffee because like you get way more energetic without it. But that doesn't make sense though. Literally, there's a chemical that makes you more energetic. How can you be more energetic without it? I don't know. I'm coping. Coping. I was drinking like 6 Cokes a day. It didn't give me energy. Well, I don't think there's like a big amount of caffeine in Coke. I think it's like 10 milligrams. Let's see. How much caffeine in Coke? Who's clapping? Is that the song? Whatever. 34. Oh, that's... Huh. They do have... They have like a 1/3 of a coffee. So 1/3 is like 6 cups. Like only 2 coffees. I actually can't survive without caffeine. My tires are absolutely insane now. They thrive off of chaos, terror, and fruit. Kylie, you should start. I don't know. Wait. I don't want to say like cut off caffeine straight up because it depends on how much you drink. I would say, Kylie, if you are drinking more than like 2 cans of Monster a day, then you should definitely try to shrink it to 1. I think it's just habit, because I remember when I was a kid, my dad used to fucking drink so much caffeine, and because like as a kid, you get influenced a lot from your parents. You see your dad drinking it, you want it so bad, and you drink it, and it tastes so good. I remember drinking Monster, and I was like, Dad, this is so fucking awesome. How why are you not giving it to me? And like, it's not for kids. Like, it's just a drink. It's not like alcohol. Why can't I have it? So, I will say, try to control it for your kids. It's just a phase till you're not addicted anymore. Had her since I was 1. She was 15 years. Oh, she passed away. I'm sorry to hear that, Fee. Yeah, dog passing away is super sad. Yeah, 15 years. That's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. That's like losing a family member. Because, like, I had Jackie for 2 years, I think. It was like almost exactly 2 years. I had him for around 2 years. And for me, when he died, I wasn't sad. But for me, like, the month before he died, I was really, like, upset about it. I was like, I feel so bad for him. Yeah, it's been hard. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Fee. Yeah, because, like, that really got me thinking, because, like, I did want to have pets in the future when I, have my own place and stuff. But then, like, I'm thinking about them dying, and I'm like, can I really take it? Because my mom's already crying about Hope dying. She's already, like, sad sometimes. She sometimes thinks about it, and then she sometimes cries at night. And I'm like, Mom, I'm so, like, that's so sad. I feel so bad for her. Is that the cat you were feeding? No, that's Juju. Jackie's hamster. He's a hamster. He died. I mainly drink the sweetest tea you can imagine. But that isn't any better. How's Juju? But I'm just saying, Kylie. Because, like, even sweet tea, because I don't remember exactly the brand. I remember my dad used to drink, like, Greenleaf or something. It was something like that. It was so fucking good. And I hated my dad for not sharing. I used to, like, secretly open the door and, like, drink it, because it was so good. But how's Juju? I saw Juju. She doesn't come to the house anymore, because my grandpa, didn't like that she was shitting everywhere. So he basically, like, blocked the door. So Juju doesn't come around. I haven't seen her in a while. I did see her passing by the other day. She was nearby the subway station. But she's chilling. She's old. She's gonna die. She had 5 kids. Literally all of them died. So sad. So sad. Milo's tea is a way to go. Matcha? Matcha's just green tea. No, it was like green leaf or something. Green leaf. Iced tea. Oh, pure leaf. Pure leaf. This one. Can I show it? What the hell? I haven't used OBS in so long. Fuck it. Whatever. Fuck you. I don't care. I don't care. You don't have to watch it. Pure Leaf is too healthy for me. My dad used to drink Pure Leaf. Are there no places that would have taken our kittens? I think 3 of them, people took them, and then 2 of them died. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, crazy times. Crazy times. I remember one of the kittens came to the rooftop. She was cute. It's like a tiny kitten. I have a picture somewhere. And then we caught her because it was dangerous. Because one of the kittens fell from the rooftop and died. So there was a cat mom. Do you guys call it cat moms where like random normal people just take care of the street cats? I don't know. Maybe it's a Korean thing. We call it cat moms. And there was a cat mom who was taking care of all the cats near this place. I do miss Juju. I did like Juju. It was fun. I want Juju back. I do want a pet. But I'm scared of leaving it alone. I think that's another thing. Like, pets bound you to the area you are in. Like dogs, cats, whatever you get, you have to take them everywhere. And if you can't take them, you can't really do anything. So, one of the reasons why I don't want to get pets is I feel like I move around a lot. Like, not super often, but I still do move around. Like, I go to America, go see Kayla. If my music career gets in the future, I will have to go to different countries, do sessions. And it's like having a dog. Maybe if I have like multiple people looking after it. But if it's just me, I don't think it's a good idea. Even if it's just me and Kayla. I'm getting tired. It's not considered a good thing if you take care of stray animals, mainly because if you leave food out, it attracts the trash. Oh, the raccoons. Raccoons are pretty cute. I have huge reservations about having a dog for that reasons. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. Maybe in the future. We'll see. If Kayla loves to Korea, is she gonna bring her dog? Or is it her parents? No, Teddy's her parents. So no, she's not bringing anything. It's a big responsibility. There's no way. And I wouldn't want. And I don't think, like, dogs will be happy in Seoul. It's such a city. There's not a lot of room. You can't really run around. Will her parents come with or stay in the US? No, they're like, her parents are pretty old. I mean, her dad's pretty old. He's 70, I think. He's very old. He doesn't like plane rides at all. And which, like, super understandable. He was thinking about wanting to come to Korea, and he wanted to take like a plane, like multiple planes, and try to come to Korea, but like, no, I don't think that's smart. Like, it's better for my parents to go to America. I thought they were 50. Yeah, Kayla has a lot of siblings. She is almost the youngest. She's the second youngest. And she has 4 siblings above her. They are adorable, but they can be really mean and very commonly get rabies. My grandfather had a pet raccoon, and Lil Dude was the chillest pet ever. I want I want a squirrel. Skunk. I think skunks are so cute. The fart squirrel. Yeah, Kayla's parents. Kayla's dad. Kayla's mom. I think is pretty. Is similar age with my parents. Skunks are so cute. Can you own them in Korea? I don't think so. I've never seen. Can you own skunk in Korea? No. Fuck. I might have to move to America just because of this. You can though own sugar gliders. And ferrets. You can own ferrets. Sugar gliders are pretty cute. I don't know how long they live though. Damn. I'm getting tired. Holy shit. I don't know why. I get so fucking tired all the time. It's so annoying. I slept a long time because like I have my watch now. Oh. I only slept 6 hours. Never mind. How about sugar gliders? You can have sugar gliders as pets in Korea. I thought I slept way more than that. I did notice I need to get at least 8 hours of sleep. Are you going to take a nap? I already did take a nap. I don't think so. I'm trying to wake up earlier, but the problem is I don't like sleeping. That's the problem. And I prefer like playing video games or something instead of sleeping. That's like a big problem for me because I don't get a lot of rest time. Like this is a rest time right now, but I'm kind of spending with you guys. But I don't get a lot of rest time. I'm constantly working. So if I don't work, I would rather use it to have free time than to sleep. That makes sense? So I would rather play video games than use that time to sleep. And that's a bad cycle because I know it's like fucking me up. Because I play game, I don't sleep, I get tired, I'm grumpy all day. It's not good. Totally get that. I've been staying up late. What time is it? It is almost 4 p.m. I'll probably go in like 10 minutes because I have lessons soon. Staying up and I don't want to wake up so early. I'm staying awake until I get my concert freebies done. I've made 6 bracelets and 14 keychains. Holy shit. Why are you making them? To give it out? Are you going with like a group? That's crazy. The dedication. Jesus. Good for you. I wish I was that passionate about something. I feel like nowadays I'm not really passionate about anything. The only thing I'm passionate about is like yeah, I'm not passionate about anything. I've been playing Persona video games. Like I finished Persona 5. I'm almost done with Persona 4. I played Persona 3 a long time ago. So I've been doing that. Other than that, I made 100 for Stray Kids. I got there so late I didn't really get to pass them out. I cried. Aw. I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you just giving it to random people? Is that like a cult? Is that like a fandom thing? I've never heard that. I've never been to an idol concert, and that's probably why. I wonder if like female groups also do that too. Or is it just male groups? Because female groups, usually the fans are males. So I wonder if males have the patience to do that. What is the best beach in Korea? I don't really know. I don't really go to beaches. The biggest beach in Korea, the most popular beach, is Haeundae in Busan. That's the most popular. It's very, very crowded. Not fun. Is it horror? What is horror? I'm meeting a ton of people to trade with. Oh, you trade with them. I've made things with all of the ATEEZ members' names, their initials, and their new solo song names. I have 12 keychains left over from Stray Kids to give out too. That's crazy. What dedication? Damn. I wish I was that dedicated for something. Damn. I haven't been to a female group yet, but I was thinking of going to Hanabang or Baby Monster. I don't know what Hanabang is. Who's Hanabang? I don't know who that is. I do know Baby Monster. Baby Monster. I don't really care for female groups. Even male. I just don't feel like I care about K-pop that much. I wish I did care more. I wish I was like more into K-pop because like that's my job and shit. And I just don't get fucking passionate about listening to K-pop songs. Here, I'll show you my the K-pop songs that I like. Persona, I mean kinda, but I'm not like super into it. There we go. It's my Spotify list of my K-pop songs. Smaller. Like that. So, let's see. My playlist. I have 26 songs. TXT. Bussin'. Tap by Taeyong. Bussin'. I don't know if I like this one actually. But it's alright. Reveal by The Boys, Give and Taken. EXO. I have IVE. Moonbyul from Mamamoo. Idol. They changed their name to Idol. It's not really K-pop, but okay. NCT. I like a lot of NCT songs. I do see myself liking a lot of NCT. Move is iconic. Move is sexy. Kiss of Life. I think that's probably my favorite girl group. Kiss of Life, because their songs are so unique. I really like it. DNA, BTS, classic. 17 Maestro. Boy Next Door. I don't listen to Boy Next Door. I don't think I have a single song. I do have 2 DNAs. Get out of here. Yo, this song fucking bussin'. Dirty Work. Have you guys heard this? I fucking love this song. This is probably the only new song that I like. And also the K-pop Demon Hunter Your Idol or whatever. I Feel Good is a banger. Okay, we can listen to some K-pop before I go. Oh wait, where's my face? I didn't even know. Oh, fuck you. But my face was on. Right. Oh, fuck. Transform. You can see my hair is picking up. Fit screen. There we go. Get small. Boom. What is going on? Why is it like that? Whatever, fuck you. Okay, whatever. AT's new song "In Your Fantasy" is freaky as fuck. I think you would like Lemon Drop though. I heard Lemon Drop. I think I did at least. Ended up with a Marine soldier figure. Went to Legoland a couple days ago. You can trade a minifigure with any employee. You can trade minifigures? That's funny. That's cool. In Your Fantasy is great. Okay. You should listen to Prom. Okay, let's start one by one. Boy Next Door. Shit, I've been outed that I watched Destiny. I'm ashamed of watching Destiny because he's not a good. Oh, they're hype. Wait, what's the music? Okay, kind of rock vibes.
Get the hell outside, bro.
Putting the okay. Okay. It's just what's a similar song to this? It's kind of like 5 Seconds of Summer vibes. Is that what they do? Do they do rock? Is it just like is Boy Next Door like a rock band? Pop rock? Like 5 Seconds of Summer? Are all is all of their songs like this? And then yeah, the drums are kind of retro pop rock, I guess. I just recently got into them. They're a pretty safe song, I would say. When you listen to this, well, at least for me, when I listen to songs, I try to figure out, because even if I don't like it, or even if I don't like necessarily think it's like vibing with me, I still try to figure out why this song was chosen out of hundreds of other songs. You get around like 50K songs, like 50K songs per album that come in. Around that, it's not an actual exact number, but around 50K songs all around the world for one album. And this song got picked out of the 50K. So you're wondering, So I'm trying to figure out like, okay, what's so special about this song that got picked out of the 50K songs that were submitted? Um, and honestly, I just don't. I'm not sure. I don't think I hear why they picked it. The way they say "feel good" scratches my brain. It's addictive and makes me want to come back over and over. Mm. I guess it's just because I'm not vibing with the genre itself. Maybe that's the case. Because usually what happens is when they're looking for demos, they have a concept already in mind. So they already probably had this 5 second of summer kind of pop rock kind of down kind of like that kind of vibe was already in their mind. And I'm not the biggest on that genre, and they probably heard the song and they were probably like, "Oh yeah, this sounds, decent." I will say I don't think there's anything like significant about it. Um, at least from what I'm hearing, it's a very. I'm not saying it's a bad song. It's a very safe song. It's a very, you know, average song. But maybe I'm not hearing something, which is probably the case. Cause look at like someone submitted this song. They bought this song for a big amounts of money, and they put this much time and effort, and these many people worked on this one song, which means they thought that this song had really big potential of being big, which they were right. So like I try to think of it like that now, because back in the days, if I was like, Kylie knows, if this was like when I first started streaming, I'd be like, yeah, I don't like this, and I just move on, right? But now, because I'm in the industry, I try to think of like, why did they pick this song? Honestly, I can't really hear it. Um, obviously, it's a very catchy song. It's a very, punchy song. The instruments sound great, but I can only think the reason why they picked this song is because it just was the vibe they were going for, and that's it. That's the only reason. It's totally okay. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I hated their debut song. They've tried different feels to see what would pick them up. I see. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not a bad song. I'm just not. It's a very safe song, in my opinion. Anyway, okay. That was the first song. What was the next song we want to watch? Your Fantasy. I gotta go soon. We'll watch Your Fantasy and then Fee sent Prom, I think. Wait, my boss is calling me. I'll be back. Wow. Business stuff. It's crazy. It was work related stuff. Some work problems. But anyway, all right, we're back. I'm back. Work okay? It's not my problem. It's just company stuff, and my boss wanted to ask me something, so I might have to figure something out with him tomorrow. Why are you not on YouTube yet? Am I not on YouTube? What the fuck? Why does it do that? Piss me off. I gotta make it quick, because I gotta go in like 30 minutes. What? Why did it stop streaming? No, I'm on YouTube, apparently. Okay, I don't know why I wasn't. Whatever. Alright, let's try to listen to this. I think I go soon. Alright, ATs. This is Kylie's pick. They're really going heavy on Justin Timberlake. It's Sexy Back, right? Wait, no, wait. That was the Justin Timberlake. That was N-hyphen last time. So this is 80s. Oh, so I guess like they're bringing Justin Timberlake back?
Between the lines like a Lucifer, devil in the skies, we know how this works.
You know, I didn't even put that together. Did you not? Because last time we listened to N-hyphen, and they were doing, they had a song that sounded similar to Justin Timberlake too. Was this produced by one of the members, Kylie? Because that would be my guess. The guy singing now. Okay. I see. Because, so, how you figure out if a member wrote it or a producer wrote it. I know N-hyphen did the one that sounded like Jonas Brothers. They're trying to go into the Western market. But, so what I hear is usually the dynamic flow of songs. And if there's a lot of repetition, so there's not a lot of section changes, and the instrumental keeps repeating, usually it means one of the members made it, because as a producer, when you're trying to pitch songs and sell songs, you want the song to stand out, and if it's too repetitive, usually it doesn't get picked. But it doesn't mean necessarily it's a bad song, because like this song, this is a good song, but the song itself is very repetitive, usually doesn't get picked. But this time around it got picked, which means there's a high chance of a member writing the song. And obviously they probably got help, but you can hear like dun dun dun. Mingi is my bias. He's so sexy. They're all sexy. What are you talking about?
Between lines like the Lucifer, devil in the skies, we know how this works.
Not a single ugly member. Damn. Real daddy moment. San is my husband. Hongjun. I don't really know AT's members. K-pop really likes Antichrist imagery. K-pop really likes Antichrist imagery. I don't know why they like it so much. It's probably because like Korea, we there's like something sexy about forbiddenness, right? Sam be wrecking. I got my husband into ATs. They are about to be his first concert. San is the one you called daddy. Oh, is he? Oh, and he pulled up his sleeve. Like, bro. Anyway. Sometimes I wish I was gay because I want to appreciate more of the male sexuality because I don't really get it that much. Where do you put it? Can appreciate beauty without having to be into them. But I want to be into them because I'm curious, like, what it feels like to see it from a female's perspective. Also, Sophie, did you send it? Discord music channel? Oh, here it is. Who is this? I do hear a lot of lo-fi shit going on in the Western market, kind of. Or not necessarily lo-fi, but retro. Retro's really big. And also, if you're a big fan of K-pop, John Michael Howell. It's very slow and I struggle with that, but it's not bad. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because if you're listening to a lot of K-pop, that's the very big difference. Because Western pop, there's a consistency with a song, and it's very repetitive. And the instrumentals are very repetitive. They're in a constant loop. The melody, they try to make it catchy, so they try to make the melody loop as well. And the lyrics, they're very heavily focused on lyric writing, so the meaning of the lyrics really matter. So sometimes the phrasing of it is not catchy. So for example, in K-pop, the phrasing can be catchy, like it's like fun to just listen to the words they're saying. But that's not really the case with Western music, because it's more about the meaning than the sound. So if you are constantly listening to K-pop songs and you're listening to these types of songs, there is a disconnect. It can sound boring. Not necessarily because it's a bad song. It's just totally different genres. I used to like this kind of genre much better. I used to prefer this, right? This is very heartwarming lyrics, very chill instrumentals, easy to remember. Oh, is he the guy who does like the wheel? He spins the wheel and shit? Is he? And then he makes. Oh yeah, he is. Okay. I know my TikTokers. I did hear Justin Bieber. His new album was like very acoustic. I can't really say I like it. I do feel it's mostly because I'm now so deep into K-pop, and I've only been listening to K-pop, and I'm very heavily focused on the details nowadays. That like how I listen to music has completely changed. It's not back in the days I was just listening to music heavily focused on the vibe, right? And I always thought that you used to always say this, that K-pop's it's always the same. It's always like oh yeah, and like the structure, right? And I was always constantly criticizing that. But if you really go deep into it, there's way more detail that regular listeners do miss. Taecho has been K-popped. I wouldn't say I like K-pop. I came to appreciate the genre more. I'm very into lyrics having meaning, but I huge into loud music. Because, K-pop songs, they don't really have like huge meaning to the lyrics. They're very symbolic, they're very vague, and that's super on purpose, because if you go into very specific lyrics, you can't reach a broader audience. So they purposely use symbolic imagery, and it doesn't mean anything. It's like Lucifer drank into the heavens cup or something like that, and you're like, oh shit, that's deep. But they're just like saying random shit that sounds good. If you want another song, Business. Okay, let's just listen to this one last song, because I have to go soon. So. They just debuted, also self-produce. Alright, let's check them out. Where are they from? Do they have a company? Are they a big company? This performance. I want to see the music video. Do they not have a music video? I guess not. Okay, let's check it out. They aren't very popular because they have a genderless concept. What? Genderless concept. Oh wait, shit, I'm not sharing the screen.
That's my business. That's your wish list. 알아들었으면 stay the hell up on my business.
Okay, that's a chill song. It's a very NCT vibe song. And I guarantee you, the person who created the song probably made the song for NCT and they weren't able to sell it, so they sell it to them. It's a very NCT song. I can hear NCT singing it, right? It's a good song. But I will say it's very loopy. Oh wait, no, you said it was self-produced. Never mind, never mind. But they were, I guess they were going for that vibe. But yeah, like I said, it's very loopy.
You better know where you stand. Got your live or walk away. That's how we celebrate.
Yeah, it's very gay or genderless. I thought they were gay. They probably are. At least 2 of them are. One of them is very popular for his dancing. Controls himself in their song One and Only. It shows that better. They throw it back and everything. That's a chill song. They're just acting as if maybe. I mean, obviously they have a concept. I can appreciate that. I will say it is very it's very loopy. So that's again, it's not a bad thing, but it usually shows that the artist created it. It's a good song though. I think it's very unique. I want to see the credits for this. X-Love. I gotta go though. I should have recommended that one. We can check it out next time. I don't know when next time is gonna be though. I'm totally gonna be honest with you, because I didn't want to stream today either. But Kayla was like, "Please stream, please." I was like, "Okay." I do want to stream more often. It's just fuck me, like so much shit I need to do. Also, guys, so I'm gonna go. Have a nice day. Before I go, I do want to recommend a product. So it's been very hot outside. I bought this. It's a fan that you put on the back of your shirt. Like this. You put it here. And it blows wind into your shirt. And it is super chill. And I fucking love it. I sweat so much. I've never sweated out ever since I bought this. It is insanely good. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. All right, guys. I don't want to promise anything because I always say I'm going to stream again and I don't. But I promise I'll try to stream. And I'll let you guys know if I do. Anyway, have a nice day, everyone. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.